This video will go through the powerful dashboard available within the ferment simulator. The dashboard gives an overview of all active ferments in the system, their status and prediction. There are two options for opening the dashboard from the side menu. Clicking on the dashboard link will open the dashboard showing all ferments in the system. Clicking on the tank groups will open a list of defined tank groups, which enables you to open the dashboard for just one group. The top bar of the dashboard provides other options for filtering and changing the fermenters shown, especially useful if there are many fermenters in the winery. The tank group can be selected from the first drop-down list. A favourites group is included for quick access to fermenters of particular interest that may span multiple groups. You can add fermenters to favourites by clicking on the star in the top right corner of the module. The search box allows free text search of any of the fields actively shown on the dashboard, so fermenter name, wine name, varietal, blend code, batch code, any of these fields. Other tick boxes are available to hide empty fermenters from the dashboard or only show ferments that are out of spec or out of the desired duration range. The dashboard modules consist of a number of elements. The main gauge shows a comparison between the desired duration and the predicted duration from the model. The gauge is centered around the desired duration in green, and the needle shows the current predicted duration from the model. Note that these are times to 0 Baumé, not necessarily completely sugar dry. If the difference between the desired duration and predicted duration are more than 10 days, the gauge will max out, indicating that the prediction is beyond what's shown on the gauge. The blue side indicates a sluggish ferment, taking longer than the desired duration, while the red side indicates a rapid ferment, finishing quicker than desired. If either of these cases occur, a coloured warning will appear at the bottom of the module. If the ferment is predicted to get stuck and therefore has no predicted endpoint, a stuck ferment warning will also appear. If you find a ferment has a warning but you're comfortable with how it's tracking and want to clear that warning, you can change the desired duration at any time within the ferment to reflect your new expectations. A few other warnings that might appear are out of sync warnings. This will occur if data in the ferment has been changed but the ferment hasn't actually been simulated yet. This may often be the case when entering data for a number of ferments at once. As each simulation takes a few seconds to run, the system queues them to run when the processor is free. The system also runs checks in the background for any ferments that are out of sync and adds them to the queue periodically. So if you just leave it, they will eventually catch up. If you need to see an updated simulation immediately, you can always go into the ferment and click Run Simulation to run that calculation on the spot. The other warnings you may see is a poor simulation warning. This will occur if the simulator struggles to fit the curve to the measurements taken from the tank. This may indicate that the ferment is not performing to a standard curve and is struggling for one of the more complex reasons, like complex nutrient deficiency, sulfur toxicity, things like that. The system is flagging it for specific winemaker attention. At the bottom of the module is a progress bar showing the percentage of sugar consumed, as well as the current status from the last measurements taken.